Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to San Jose, California. Last time we were here, January 19, bowling for the championship match. Mr. Ed Santos versus Ron Acosta, both from San Jose, California.
Ed thinks he's Elvis.
Oh, is that right, Joe?
Hey Ed, where's your glasses?
Alongside Joe Daly, our producer-director here for the ABT Bay branch. This is Jojo Ortiz calling the action live from San Jose 4th Street Bowl. Ed leading the 8-pin, picking it up without a problem. Up quickly on lane number 8. Our second seed, Ron Acosta.
One thing about this bowl, it might be old, but it's a beautiful old set. Really taken care of nice.
Agree to that, Joe Daly. Best bowling center in Santa Clara Valley. This is where we are now, in Santa Clara Valley. Silicon capital of the United States. This is where all the money was made and all the money was lost. Today's first place prize of $1,600 is a big addition to the winner's pocketbook.
Elvis is in the house.
Is that Elvis Presley or PDW of San Jose? ABT Bay branch, as we see Ron Acosta picking up the 3-9 spare. Walking over to lane 7, the odd lane, Ron Acosta from San Jose.
Do you know the way to San Jose?
Do we know the way to San Jose? Joe Daly? Yeah, I had to ask Miss Diane Warwick so I can find my way to San Jose. Fortunately, I'm old enough to know that song by Dionne Warwick. Ron Acosta advantage 18 pins in handicap. Bowlers, this is a handicap tournament. Amateur Bowlers Tour, Bay Branch. If your average is 230 or less, you may enter the Amateur Bowlers Tour. 70% up to 15 is how they calculate the handicapping portion. Ed Santos, last time he won was at Clayton Valley Bowl when the 49ers were playing the Green Bay Packers. That's his last championship. A couple weeks later, he came in second at Mission Lanes. Last time we were here, he was in the semi-final match also. The guy is on a mission. He's on a streak. We're hoping that he can win this championship here in San Jose, California, in 4th Street Bowl, the finest bowling center in the Santa Clara Valley. Ed leading the 2-4-5. It's a bucket hit, actually. And he converts, successfully doing so. Wearing his sunglasses he bought from Elvis Presley in Las Vegas.
Him and Pete Weber.
Pete Weber of Bay Ranch. Up on lane 7 is Ed Santos. Right-handed bowler. Pretty much straight up. A little hook. Throwing the outside line. Crossing over Brooklyn, hit for a strike. Beautiful hit for Ed Santos.
Well, you do know that 10% of your prize fund winnings goes into the fine pot for not wearing a shirt.
Exactly. Minus 10 bonus pins for Ed Santos for not wearing his ABT bowling shirt. I think that will be the norm beginning today. Ron Acosta is in his way though, on lane number 8. Also throwing right-handed outside line, leading the 1-2-4-5. After 3 frames, Ed Santos 46. Ron Acosta still needs to complete his 3rd frame. Hey, that's pretty good. Like that. Vitamin water. Costa for the spare. Oh, leading the #1 pin standing. I know it's tilted. How do you fix that?
Huh?
It's not balanced.
It's like it won't tilt. It
A
won't
little
tilt.
technical difficulty here with
Oh,
the
no.
cell phone camera.
It won't tilt on you.
Whose is this?
That's Kim. You can have it.
Can I take
One?
it?
Yeah, you can have it. Ron Acosta up on lane 7. Oh, what are we doing here? Oh. High flush hit, leaving a solid 10.
With the
We have Joe Daly here who's playing around with
trying to fix it.
with our camera here. Hey folks, our next scheduled event next week at Diablo Valley Lanes. Remember, bowlers, we have changed
Diablo next week or Pinol?
Diablo Valley Lane.
Diablo?
We have changed up our squad times. We are starting at 1 o'clock now on Saturday. Only 4 squads to bowl on Saturday starting at 1 o'clock, and our Sunday squads starting at 12 noon. Isn't it more crooked now, Joe? These guys are bowling on inclined lanes here, so the camera is all inclined.
It's something to do with the
Here,
tripod.
here. Maybe
I need a new tripod. This tripod. I bought it.
I get it. I get it.
Bought it at Walmart. Made in
Walmart. Hey, this is a Walmart product. So as Ed's leaving, unfortunately, the 7-10 split, which was last spared by all right, scoring correction here in the 4th frame. 9 out by Ron Acosta. Ed Santos, meanwhile, is on lane 7. A high flush hit. All 10 in the pit.
Elvis!
Nothing to that shot.
High on that 4th frame.
Ed Santos, I'm sorry, Ron Acosta is on lane 8 right now
What happened on that 4th frame? Did you know? Or why did I get this?
for his 5th frame. Holder of multiple titles. The last time he was in the finals was in Pinol Valley Lanes in May of 2013. This is his first championship appearance since May of 2013. Finds himself trailing by 6 pins in the 5th frame. Converting the 3-pin, walking over to lane number 7, the odd lane, behind by 5. Bowlers, in the next couple of weeks, we will be in Las Vegas, Nevada, Sam's Town Gambling Hall and Casino for our Spring National Championship. First place worth $25,000. If you haven't turned in your entries, please do so now. Ron Acosta on lane 7, leading the 1-3-9. Throwing a storm bowling ball, right, Joe? Storm bowling ball. It's the black and green bowling ball. Made by Storm. Is that a Vivid?
Ron, is that the vivid? Is that the vivid? Is that the vivid you're going?
That's correct. Ron Acosta throwing the Vivid bowling ball. made by Storm. His opponent on the right lane, lane number 8, Ed Santos, holder of many titles in Bay Division and one national title, a gold title, the very first gold title in Sam's Town in Las Vegas, throwing the Roto Grip Defiant, leaving the 10 pin.
Which is also made by Storm.
It's also made by Storm, that's correct. Two great companies, Roto Grip and Storm, hooking up together,
The best in the West.
offering all kinds of bowling balls to you. As we see Ed Santos, without a problem, picking up the 10 pin. Sporting a pair of Ray-Bans. As written on the back of his shirt, says Death Valley. It could be death for Ron Acosta. The way Ed Santos is bowling right now, outside line, perfect hit. On his way to the final match, Ed Santos beat George Bokobo.
That Death Valley shirt only cost him $10.
$10 fine for not wearing an ABT shirt. Ed Santos beating George Bokobo. He had a bye after George Bokobo beating Paul De La Cruz, ending up top seed, while Ron Acosta's path to the finals, beating Sharon Vargas, Derek Tanag, and Phil Balalo. Throwing that outside line, leaving a very solid 10 pin, a ringing 10 pin by Ron Acosta. Our cut scores this weekend: Saturday was plus 62, Sunday was 81 over and 56 over. The sport shot put out by 4th Street Bowl,
Seoul, Korea.
Seoul, Korea. 39 feet,
What's the latest? They find the plane.
2-to-1 ratio. You can pretty much bowl anywhere, make your own line. Ron Acosta missing the spare, the 10 pin.
And there's problem. The pilot.
After 7 frames, Ed Santos up by 10 points.
Supposedly originally there was 2 stolen
Passports.
Now they think there's 4.
No, it's 4.
But now they're all on the Asian airport because they did screening
Acosta very deliberate,
because
getting up on lane 7.
stolen passports in all airports.
Going in over the second arrow this time. Oh, and leading the 5-9. He needs a spare on this frame. Keep up with Ed Santos. 17 bowlers went into the semifinals this weekend. Ron Acosta attempting the spare and getting it. Almost a chop city there, but picked it up. Ed Santos up on lane 8 for his 8 frames, strike up on number 7. The very classic style of Ed Santos over the 7 arrow, going Brooklyn, leaving the very adamantine 2 pins of 5 and 9, right, Joe?
Also, guys and gals, I'd like to give our Divas Consult thoughts to that airplane that went down in Manila, not Manila, Malaya, with 200 and some people aboard, no sign of them. So
They have not.
think of them prepared.
They have not found nothing there in Malaysia. Over 200 people aboard.
The airplane just disappeared from that.
We're always hoping for the best. After 8 frames here in San Jose. 122 Ed Santos, 102 Ron Acosta. Up by 20 points, Ed Santos over the 7th board, leaving the very rigid 2-pin.
Actually, on the 7th frame, Ron's 120 with the 18-pin handicap.
Okay, as updated by Joe Daly. Remember, folks, this is a handicap event.
18 over in the corner.
He's not adding it on right now.
He doesn't add it in.
So it's up to us, Joe Daly, to figure out the scores as they bowl. Ed Santos successfully picking up that.
The 8th frame, Ed's got 141.
So 141 in the 8 for Eduardo. 112 with the spare up for Ron Acosta. Brooklyn hit,
There's 2 infants there.
leaving the very adamant 7-pin.
Spirit. Nice.
The 7-pin spare should be very easy for Ron Acosta. He does not throw a lot of hook. I do like the bowling shirt he's wearing though. It's a two-tone.
He saved $10.
It's one of those. Oh, that ball sliding up and not reaching the 7-pin. Ron Acosta, I think Joe Daly is in big trouble
No, not really, because he got a 148 tonight with handicap.
with handicap.
And he's got a 151.
151, 148. So it's still a close match. Ron Acosta needs to do something here in his 10th frame.
He's 3 X's.
Can he do it? Throwing over the 6 board. Oh, a very inauspicious hit. Leaving a wide split, the 6, 7, 10. I think the lady is starting to sing Joe Daly. We got split lead.
You mean the lady who weighs 100 pounds more than me?
No matter what he does here in the 10th frame, he's got to pick this up to have a chance. And into the channel is Ron Acosta's bowling ball. After 10 frames, Ron Acosta 155 with handicap. And Ed Santos, all he needs to do here is throw some count.
Stay on the gutter.
He's gonna be our eventual winner. Congratulations to Ed Santos. Second title in 1.5 months. Outside, wide. Still not giving up.
Nice
Leading
ball,
making that 9-pin a big part of the building as you see him doing the John Travolta move. Ed Santos. You wonder if he's really Elvis Presley, John Travolta, or Pete Weber.
I just wonder if he's all here.
But anyhow, congratulations to Mr. Ed Santos winning the title here at 4th Street. Oh! Oh, look at that. The Elvis Presley Aloha in Hawaii. Kneel down. Hey folks, our job here is just to have fun, bring you the action as you sit at home and watch our broadcast. That's all we do is give you a lot of fun,
Try to have fun.
as well as make a lot of money. Again, our next scheduled event, if Ed Santos will try to go and pick up and throw his ball here, he's trying to delay the game. There's a 10-pin penalty for delay of game. Right, Joe Daly?
Alright, finishing up in first, Ed Santos. Finishing in second, Ron Acosta. Thank you so much for watching.
Or Joe
See you
Daly.
video.
And the entire Amateur Bowlers Tour of Colleen Fargo. Thank you for watching. We'll see you at Diablo Lake.